Hello everyone and welcome to my latest mudlarking adventure. Today we're here at this lovely brook, which is actually sort of between Bristol and Bath. And look at this magnificent old bridge that we've come across. So we've just got in here, we're just going to start to have a look around now. It's looking pretty great. The weather is starting to turn, you can see the leaves, look. But it's not too cold today, which is good. And we're hoping that we'll be able to go under the bridge and carry this along sort of quite far if it's shallow enough. So I'm going to just start to have a quick look around now, let you know what I can find. Well, I mean, this has to be the first find. Look at it, sticking out the water as if it's waiting to be found. Let's have a look and see if it's old. Looks it, doesn't it? Let's see if it's got anything on it. Oh, it has, around the bottom. Look, can you see that? What does it say? Sunfresh. Yeah, that's good, isn't it? I didn't know what sunfresh was, but yeah, great start, isn't it? So hopefully that means that there's more to be found. So that one's going to come home with us. I'll clean it up. Anyone recognise what sunfresh was? So yeah, on we go, see what else we can find. I'll bring you back shortly. Okay, so we've decided we're going to head up away from the bridge first, just because it's usually easier to sort of go against the flow of the water. So off we go. Let's see if there's anything to be found on the way. What is that, a bit of an old pipe, or is it something interesting? This is obviously not much explored. You can hopefully see now it's really mossy underfoot. But that's good. That was glinting up at me like it was something exciting, which is a shame. Little bits of pottery like this are always a good sign that there's stuff here, so that's encouraging. Oh, look at this. Oh, it's got a little hole in it, which is a shame. What a lovely little dish. What does that say on the bottom? Sardines. Look at that, that's great, isn't it? From Lorient, France. Sardines from France. God, that's brilliant, isn't it? I wish that was totally complete, but actually I really like it as it is, you know. Got a look, hasn't it? So yes, some promising signs. I'm going to head on a bit further and I'll catch you up and let you know what else I can find. Aha, thought I recognised this. Some of you will have seen me find things like this before. And it's in pretty good condition, look. Complete, anyway. We find lots and lots of broken parts of these, so that's good. So I just found another one of my trusty paste jars. And this looks like a good spot to bring you back because I can see lots of interesting stuff. Let's start here. Look at this. That must have been a great sort of bowl or something at some point. Pot, maybe. I'm going to head in because I can see some bottles and things here. Some of the stuff in the rocks are quite sort of deceiving in terms of shapes. This is a bottle. Look at it, it's still got the lid on actually. Let me just look at that. I can't quite see what that says on there, you know. But I'm going to try and give that a clean up. I wonder what's in there. I mean, it's bound to be just river water, do you think? That's nice. And there are a few more things here that I'm going to explore, so I'll just empty my hands and bring you back in a sec. Oh, here's another one of these, look. Looks like these were popular. No sort of writing or marks on that one. But it's in pretty good condition, isn't it, considering it must have been knocking around here for quite a long time. And I think I can see another bottle as well, so let's just have a quick look at that, see what it is. So what do we think about this? Modern or old? Let me know what you think. So it's still given at the moment. Here's another nice find, a complete old jar, look. And it's actually pretty big. I quite like this. It's looking good, and that'll look good cleaned up. So still stuff coming out, which is exciting. We've only been here a few minutes, so we're going to keep going, and I'll bring you back shortly, share my finds with you. Hi everyone, so the water has been pretty deep here, but I've just kind of powered through, so I'm quite wet and quite muddy, but I've been finding bottles, which is quite cool, isn't it? So let's start with this one. This is nice. It's got a really nice design to it. So it is screw caps. It's obviously slightly more modern, and I can't see what brand it was, which is always a shame, but I'm still quite liking the look of that, you know. A small sauce bottle. These are pretty popular finds as well, aren't they? But it's got a bit of age to it, I'd say. And again, these actually look quite nice cleaned up. I do like this sort of little square shape. And then this one in the middle is the Gordon's Special Dry London Gin. And this bottle, I know you can still buy Gordon's now, and it's got the screw top, but I'm pretty sure this has got some age to it. So it's got the established 1769 along the sides, both sides. And then on the back it's got the little registered mark, look. 610617. So what do you think? Can anyone help me age that bottle? But I think it's going to look pretty good in our collection. So yeah, pretty pleased with those so far. And then my first sort of really nice sort of pottery find with a bit of a pattern there. Nice green bit, which is pretty cool. So there we go. So I think we've kind of got as far as we can go this way, just because it's just got so deep. Doesn't it look lovely though? So we're going to head back down towards the bridge now, under it and through on that way. Hi everyone, let me just bring you back to this bottle which I showed you a second ago, which has still got the top on. Ryan's managed to give it a bit of a clean look, and it's Coates Somerset Cider. So lots of cider makers nearby, and actually if you have a look, it looks like it could be, you know. So maybe it's modern. It's not a brand that I recognise. What do you think? I think I might bring it with us until we can do a bit of research and see what we find out. So you know, I showed you when I first got in that I'd found some little sardine bowls. Well, Ryan's actually found a couple of them as well. Look at that. See, what does this mean? Does it mean that they're modern and I just don't eat enough sardines to recognise them? Potentially. We'll have to find out. He's found another couple of finds as well. This is interesting. Is it the top of an old battery? Something along those lines. And then, of course, there's always a paste jar. I think this is the second or third one that we found now. So yeah, whoever made these did a pretty good job of making them sturdy for sure. So look at this lovely jar that Ryan's found. It's not glass, it's actually some sort of pottery or earthenware maybe. It doesn't look like it's got much of a glaze on it, but it's great, isn't it? What a lovely find. I can't wait to clean that up actually. I think it's the first one we've got like that. A great shape. And it's obviously got a bit of age to it, hasn't it? So super pleased with that. What would that have been used for, I wonder? Maybe it was just sort of a bit of a precursor to glass jars becoming so popular. Let me know. So before we go much further, let me just show you this bridge because it really is lovely. Look at these fantastic stone arches underneath it. And that's a road bridge as well, so it's, you know, single track road over it. There you go, as if to prove my point. Look at that. That is fantastic, isn't it? What a lovely place to be, pottering around, looking for interesting historical stuff. So maybe now is a good time as well to just say thank you to everyone that's subscribed. I think as I'm filming this, I've just got over 990 subscribers, super close to 1,000. I never thought that that would happen. So if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed, please do. It really means a lot to me. And yeah, thank you to everyone that has subscribed. So on we go. I'll bring you back shortly and let you know what else we find. I found another bottle. Look at this one, nice long neck. I always think these look like sauce bottles as well. I guess that's what they are, and unfortunately no sort of make or brand on it, which is a shame. I've just come across this spot, look, which is an old, it looks like it's been someone's lunch. Bit of a watery grave for maybe a chicken or a rabbit. But yeah, all still there. That's odd, isn't it? Circle of life, I suppose, so I try to be pragmatic about these things, but it's not very nice, is it, actually, to find that there all in one place. Still, at least someone had lunch, I guess. So we're going to head a bit further down now with the bridge just sort of behind us. We are following the flow of the water now for a bit, so you'll just see it's going to kick up a bit of mud. So what we might do is head down quite quickly and then sort of walk back up searching properly. So I'll bring you back, let you know where we are and what we're doing and what we found. See you in a sec. So I think Ryan wins find of the day so far for this. Look at this lovely old clay pot, that nice sort of pouring top. Isn't it great? I don't think we've ever found a complete one of these, you know. So what would this have been used for with this sort of top? I'm interested to find out. Might do a bit of research later. It's great, isn't it? Again, that's another one that I can't wait to get home and clean it up a little bit. I probably won't sort of clean it up too much. I like it when it's still got a bit of its life left in it, if you know what I mean. But yeah, super pleased with that. Well done, Ryan. Good find. Look at this. Someone's cigar case. I don't think this is that old. Look, it's got the smoking things on it, so someone's obviously just threw that out, and it looked much more interesting under the water. There we go. So look at this, I've just pulled this out of the water, and it's got a pretty little pattern on it in there, look. It looks like, you know, when I clean it, it might have something exciting on there, and you know, I think it's going to be nice when it cleans up. So I'm going to take it with me, broken and battered as it is. It was obviously special to someone once, and I like it for that reason. So it's going to come with me, I think. Here's another bottle. So again, a bit of a screw cap, but a nice little design on it, and it's got, what does that say? 1001. What does that mean? 1001? I don't know. But there it was, just lying there waiting to be found. Let me know if you've heard of it before. So I was just looking around under these sort of nettles and bushes, and I found this. At first I thought it was a bottle, but I pulled it out and it's actually a can. So I'm not usually particularly interested in cans, except that this is old. Look at that, Super Choice Cola. So that must have been a budget brand, do you reckon? Look at the top. So that is before my time. I can't remember ever buying a can with that kind of opening. So I know that's got some age to it. And do you know what? I know it's a can. Probably hasn't got any value to anyone else but me, but I really like it. So I'm going to keep it. Isn't it weird that that's been preserved all that time? Here's a shard of a plate. I can't see that it's got any sort of particular pattern on it or anything, which is a shame. But still, isn't it odd to just find this sort of stuff floating around in rivers and brooks? So in one of my very recent videos, I found a mobile phone, and I had said in that video I'm surprised I've never found any before because, you know, you just would expect to, I guess. And look, I found a Nokia today. Look at that. So yeah, someone's obviously lost that, or maybe they've thrown it away in a fit of temper, who knows. Actually, it looks like it survived better than the last one, you know. Okay, so Ryan thinks that he's found something interesting, so he's going to go in and just pull it out. Let's see what it is. A paste jar. That's about, I think that's the fourth or fifth one we found just here, you know, all the same. So someone obviously had a taste. So here's another fairly bizarre find right next to the mobile phone. A lasagna dish. How has that ended up in there? Maybe someone just got fed up with it, I suppose. But yeah, pretty good condition, just sailing away down the river. How bizarre. Here's a great big chunk of pottery, look. A nice big bowl, or maybe it's a garden pot, you know, something like that. Little friend in there, look. Just enjoying life. So I'm not going to bring it with me, but it's interesting to just find great big pieces like that, isn't it? I always think. I can't see that it's got any pattern or anything on it. So we'll let him keep his little home, put him back. But I just thought I'd show you. See you in a sec. There's lots of rocks here that look like interesting, exciting things. Easy to be deceived. But you know, I guess everything can't be obvious. Go across. Oh, I think Ryan's had a find. Let's go and see what he's got. A bottle. Oh, that's nice. Well done. Look what he's found. It's a nice one actually. Oh, it's got some writing around the bottom. Number 863792. Very specific. UK registered design. That's nice. I wonder what that was then. Hopefully that's enough information to be able to find out though, isn't it? So yeah, fingers crossed. We'll have a look, let you know what we can find out on that one. It's a good find. I'm just going to have a look around these sort of murky bits on the outside. I will do that now and I'll let you know if I find anything. So I've seen something here that is interesting me, so I'll bring you with me to just pull it out and have a look at it. It is broken, but look, let's give it a bit of a wipe. Dundee Marmalade. Marmalade, I said that word, haven't I? Only prize medal for Marmalade, London 1862. Gosh, I love it. I wish that was full and complete. That'd be brilliant, wouldn't it, with that print on the front. Am I going to keep it? I mean, I think you probably know the answer. I like taking stuff home with me, and I like this. So yes, maybe I will. Maybe until I find a complete one similar. That sounds like a good plan, doesn't it? But isn't that nice? Oh look. Might have to wash him off. So yeah, super pleased with that. Wish there was more of it, but there we go, that's the way it goes. Let's see what else there is. So I've just spotted this bit of pottery on the bottom, broken, but it's got that bit of writing on the bottom, look. It says M-A-L-I-N-G, Marling, so M-A something, don't know. Let me know if you recognise it. Again, the shame that there's not more of that, but still always nice to just have a look and see what you're finding. And then more exciting still, I have spotted a bottle. So I'm just going to have a look and see if it's any good. Is it a bottle? It's great. I don't think we've seen one like this actually. I don't think we've got one. No name or anything on it. What would have been in it? It's got that little rim look. So would it have been a sauce maybe for that shape? Don't know. But look at it. I'm really pleased with that actually. I think that's really nice. Super find. Yeah, and do let me know what you think of it. We've got quite a collection of these actually now. Sort of, we find loads and loads of broken bits of them, and we have found quite a few complete ones. But this one's huge. It's a really big size. I don't think we've got one quite this big, or maybe just one. But you can see at the bottom there it would say not genuine unless bearing W.P. Hartley's label. In fact, maybe this one doesn't even quite say that. Maybe it's a bit earlier, but it's got the W.P. Hartley's around the outside, and the little lighthouse there in the middle that you can just recognise. I've just found this really lovely piece of red glass. Look at it, it's nice, isn't it? And I thought it was just a lens off of an old car or something, but Ryan doesn't seem to think it is. Off of a light of some sort, we're sure, but perhaps not a car. And it's really nice, isn't it? Just looking really good, I think. So I'm going to try and I'm going to take it home, and I'm going to try and make something out of it at some point. Maybe it'll be the centrepiece to one of my mosaics that I've been planning to make for a little while with some of my pottery finds. But look at that. Lovely, isn't it? Ryan's just found this interesting relic. Look at it. And we're just sort of trying to agree what it says and what it might be. So it looks like it says gas here. I think that says oil, potentially. And then GT or CT. So we thought it could be like Castrol GT, but I'm pretty sure it says gas, oil. And what would it be? What would it come from? So maybe you guys would recognise it. I know I've asked you a lot of questions today about my finds, but this is the one that's really kind of boggling us the most. So yeah, let us know what you think. Look at this. I could spot a jar and I thought it must be another paste jar, but it's actually an old Bovril jar. Looks like it's got some age to it, I'd say. Bovril Limited. Is that 319? 318. So I'm sure there'll be a way to age that, you know. And I might just give it a go. Isn't that nice? Bottled in England. I've never found one of these before. So yeah, pleased with that as well. Guys, you're not actually going to believe this. You know, I was just having the debate with you about that broken marmalade jar and whether I should take it home because it's broken. We came to an agreement I'd take it home until I could replace it with a complete one. And look what Ryan has just pulled out. It's almost exactly the same. It's got the Dundee marmalade along there. It needs a bit of a clean up, but isn't that crazy? I mean, I'm over the moon, as you can probably imagine. So we'll give that a good clean up. I'll take a nice clean photo of that for you so you can just see what it looks like cleaned up. But what a find. Look at this beautiful specimen of a bottle. I've never seen one like it. It's so heavy and a lovely shape, but look, the top's just broken off. What a shame. But still, that's the way it goes, I suppose. You have to deal with a lot of broken ones to get the good ones, so never mind. I wonder what it would have been. Does anyone recognise it? It's a nice little find, a nice little sort of cosmetics jar or something. It might be sort of fairly modern, it's not sort of super old, but I actually like them. I like these small ones. Hi everyone, I thought I'd just bring you back for a quick roundup video today because we brought so much home with us. This is the collection of stuff that's come back with us, and this is not everything that we found. We just couldn't bring it all, had to leave a lot behind. So I'll start here. So this nice bowl, I showed you it was really dirty and I thought I had a sort of pattern in it, and it has. It's actually really sweet, isn't it? So it still needs a bit more cleaning. You can see there's a pattern on the outside as well. So yeah, I'm really glad I bought that because I think that's really sweet. My nice little light lens, which is going to look great on something, and then this, which I really do need your help with, so if you recognise it, let me know. What is it, a sort of token or badge from something, perhaps? My little glass sardine dishes are one of my favourites as well. These look, this one's been cleaned up, as you can see, and it's just got such a lot of sort of marking on the bottom that it was obviously something, you know, sort of quite expensive, I guess, in its time. So is it old? Anyone recognise it? Let me know. Again, I haven't been able to find out much about that, which is a shame, but I'll keep trying. So a couple of small bottles. This one I like, my little Bovril jar, which is my first one of those finds, and then this one is nice. This is the 1001. I wondered if it might be a sort of cologne bottle or something, maybe. Let me know what you think. And then we had quite a few jar finds today. This one's been cleaned already, so it's looking quite good. This one in the process of being cleaned, but is going to look great, I'm pretty sure. And then this, the first one that we found that's complete, and I love it. Probably one of my favourites of the day. My absolute favourite, of course, is this one, which Ryan found, and this is the James Keeler and Sons Dundee Marmalade. Just look at that. So you can see we've just cleaned the front. There's a lot more work to do to sort of clean that up, but I think that's going to look great when it's done. And then in terms of bottles, we don't always bring the bigger bottles back. I do like the soft drinks sort of bottles, Cider, Lucozade, the old ones. I do enjoy. So we've got this one, which is the Sun Fresh one. It still needs a bit of cleaning. And the Gordon's one is interesting because we weren't sure actually how much age it's got to it, but I mean, they're not in the shops like that anymore, right? So it must have some age to it. And actually it just looks quite good, doesn't it? And then this, which is the Coates Somerset Cider, and it is still a cider in there. I'm pretty sure that if I just shake it a little bit, you can still even see a little bit of fizz. So that's really cool. And actually this is a local cider. Some of you might remember the advert, which had a really Somerset accent saying that, you know, cider comes from Somerset or something. I mean, I don't need to do the accent right, that's mine anyway. But it's pretty cool that we found that. I'll share some photos of some of the advertising that they did because it's pretty cool. And I think they stopped making that in the sort of late 60s, 70s. And it became part of the company that now makes Gamer cider, which is pretty cool. And then my little Coke can. Again, not a normal sort of find for me, but I quite like that. I'm going to try and clean it up a little bit. So old packaging of sort of, you know, 70s and 80s packaging I really enjoy anyway. So there we go, that's a quick roundup of today. I hope you've enjoyed my video. Please do come and find me on Twitter at Lucy Larking, or on Facebook, Lucy's Larking Adventures. Thanks so much for watching. Leave me some comments, let me know what you thought, and please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!